Hello everyone and welcome to another Starfield video. My name is Brian if you happen to be new around here, but if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being a part of the 65,000, and this just feels absolutely unreal. 568 of you guys. I shared in my last video that I'm on a goal to lose 100 pounds and I've been making really good progress, and I can't wait to update you guys on that. And you in the comments have responded sharing your journey with me, and I just want to say to all of y'all, you're an inspiration to me, so keep it up. I'm going to keep it up as well. Thank you all for hitting that subscribe button, but let's not waste any more time and let's jump into this content right here. So we've got a lot to cover, especially as it relates to Starfield. I think the first thing I want to bring up is Karam Jovoman, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. I'm dyslexic. If you're new, you'll get used to it, I hope. Anyway, he says, just got word from a confidential source that Microsoft is going to be holding an interactive launch event for Starfield. Let's just say they were really excited when talking to me about it. I think the buzz around Starfield obviously is going to continue to build and build and build, as well as the questions about what is this game? Will it deliver? And I think at the end of the day, like I've said this a couple times, as long as my progression doesn't ever get wiped out, if there's a bug or two, I'm going to be just fine. Those things I think I kind of naturally expect from a Bethesda game, and it honestly feels a lot more fun. It feels a little bit crazy, especially when those things just massively go viral because of some ridiculous bug that happens in a video game. But that all being said, I'm very, very excited to share more Starfield with you guys, and I'll be live streaming it actually on the 1st as a part of early access if you guys want to come hang out and ask me questions and so much more. It should be a fun time all around. But the real reason why we're here, the big information just dropped from Bethesda. They've decided to put up the story so far, a timeline of the events that have happened leading into the story that we'll be playing through in Starfield. And if you'll permit me, let me go ahead and go through this. I'm going to talk about it, give you guys my expectations and thoughts along the way, and let me know what yours are, obviously in the comments below. But also, before we actually just do that, I do apologize. I've been doing like challenges on these videos, and legitimately you guys are crushing them. I don't know whether to stay humble and just keep asking for 100 or shoot for the stars. In fact, the last video, you guys are almost at 1,000 likes on that video alone. So I don't know if this video warrants 1,000 goals. So let's just put it out there. If this video hits 1,000 likes, let me know in the comments what content you'd like to see from me. I love making videos. I love making this content for you guys. Yeah, if you guys do that, you know, I'm gonna see what the most popular suggestion is, and if it is legal and possible, maybe we'll do it. Anyway, so the story so far: in 2050, humans first arrive on Mars. By 2100, humans are living in space. Now, around 2156, humans arrive at Alpha Centauri. This is 3.37 light years away from Earth. I'm loving just how rooted in kind of our world this is. I love Destiny, and I know that Destiny, it depends on what season you're in. If you're in the, hey, we like Destiny season, or hey, the Destiny sucks season. Right now, I think more people are in the hey, Destiny sucks season, but I still love the shooting. I still love the game. But I also like this a little bit more, interestingly enough, because it feels a little bit more, you know, like we get to live another life. We get to step into the future where we are more space explorers. And that's something that actually has been a big, you know, thing for me. I've always been like, hey, we need to be in space more. We need to be doing more things out there. Anyway, in 2159, a couple of years later, the United Colonies are established. And in 2160, New Atlantis is founded and it becomes the official capital city of the United Colonies in 2161. Now, in 2167, several years later, Shiana, again, sorry about the dyslexia, Cheyenne is settled by Solomon Cole, who founded its first settlement, Aska City. In 2188, Cole invites Volai to join Cheyenne, we'll just say Cheyenne, in the new alliance and the Free Star Collective. And the Free Star Collective is officially formed in 2189. Now, in 2194, the United Colonies positions the star station called the Clinic in orbit around Deepola and the new nation system. The unified peoples of the Nitron system see this as a UC attempt to expand their borders and demand that the UC remove the Clinic. When the UC refuses, the people of Narion vote to join the Free Star Collective, who mobilize to protect the system in 2195. In 2196, in response to the Freestar mobilization, the UC moves to a fleet into the Narion systems, and the Freestar response in kind, and the Narion War begins. Now in 2216, this is a bigger gap, so it looks like a long war. The Narion War drags on as public sentiment sours. Finally, the Treaty of Narion is signed by the UC and the Freestar Collective in 2216, ending the conflict. The term settled systems is formalized in the treaty. Now in 2221, the Freestar Rangers are founded as an elite protective and investigative force dedicated to serving all citizens of the Freestar Collective. The constellation then is formed in 2275 by Sebastian Banks. Original members include Chloe Bayo, accomplished physicist Ija Mamasa, and the youngest member of the Sebastian's protege, Darius Andaris. The botanist who specialized in xenoflora, Bernadette Laurent, and the wealthy heiress, and the adventurer Evergo Gill. Man, woohoo! Buckle up, boys. They give me crazy words. My eyes like freaking out on me. Former smuggler and Kadri Toma, and the biologist and physician. The lodge is built in the New Atlantis to serve the needs of the people of Constellation for generations to come. Now in 2305, Barrett joins Constellation. And in 2307, the Freestar Collective begins farming on the planet of Vesta and in the Lunara system. By 2308, the United Colonies claims that the establishment of the colony of the four-star system, and the Freestar Collective has violated the Treaty of Narion. Diplomatic talks break down, and the UC lays siege to Vesta, killing anyone who stayed behind or was brought in to defend it. The colony wars officially begins. Now in 2310, Constellation comes into possession of the first artifact and tucks it away in the Constellation archives. In 2311, after several years of conflict, the colony war effectively comes to an end, and the Battle of Cyan, with a flotilla of civilian and military Freestar Collective ships, takes down the majority of ships in the UC Navy using hit-and-run tactics. Now, in 2315, the UC Vanguard is founded as a part of the UC response to the Freestar Collective use of civilian ships during the Colony War. The Vanguards of the UC own civilian navy, relying on civilians using their own ships, who pledge to protect the United Colonies and its interests. The ultimate reward for this service, citizenship in the United Colonies. In 2319, Sarah Morgan becomes the youngest head of the UC Navigator Corps. Through it is lived in position as the division is shut down in 2320. Cast adrift, but still eager to put her training to good use, Morgan joins Constellation. And in 2321, Walter Shroud, co-founder or co-owner of the Shroud Inc., one of the Settled Systems' premier starship manufacturers, joins Constellation to become a primary financial backer. In 2322, former Crimson Fleet Private Vladimir Saul joins Constellation, and in 2325, Sarah Morgan becomes acting chair of Constellation. Theologian Mato Kahari joins Constellation in 2325, followed by, in 2326, Barrett finds the original artifact in the Constellation archives and knows it must be special. In 2326, after months of correspondence with Sarah Morgan, graduate student and gifted scientist Noel is invited to join Constellation. And in 2327, Freestar Ranger Sam Coe and his daughter Cora join Constellation. In 2328, Adrena joins Constellation, and in 2328 as well, Barrett convinces Constellation to purchase Star Station L868 and modifying it to become a deep space scanner nicknamed the Eye. And that brings us to 2030 AD, where Starfield begins. And that is hopefully some really cool information for you guys to know. I actually really enjoyed reading it, despite my flaws and failures. I hope you did as well. Again, thank you guys so much for all y'all's support and subscribing, and that velocity pushing it up very quickly. In fact, if you just bring up the chart here, this is just insane. Yesterday alone, 284 of you guys decided to take a chance on the content here at the channel, and I do appreciate you and welcome you all in. Anyway, thanks guys, everybody, for listening, for watching, and for being here. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. But until then, take care.